unsolved murders.
Hey, Keefe, Metro Police, come over here.
Then in 2023, a breakthrough when prosecutors charged this man with ordering the hit, the only person arrested for Shakur's murder, who now tells ABC News authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did, ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7th,
he didn't want to have no parts in Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight getting into it. Now, Snoop Dogg, he blew the beef out of proportion because he was actually trying to protect himself and say that he was going to hurt Suge Knight or anybody who came back there to that side of the room where he was at on that plane. Now, keep in mind, they was leaving from doing the show. He was already supposed to hop on another flight, but he told them, man, can I bring my security on here with us? Suge Knight said, no, you can't bring nobody on here with us. You have to come by yourself.
While everyone wondered who killed Tupac, Snoop blamed the man that was driving the car he got shot in that night.
The most feared figure in all of hip-hop.
You put all of our lives in jeopardy like that, you don't care about Pop.
And confronted him face to face.
Come up to my room, ain't gonna be nobody in there. Just me and you. This either the moment you gonna kill me, or we're gonna get some clarity in this air.
But did Snoop Dogg know something was going to happen that night?
The next day, when we turned on the news, all we seen was the yellow tape. It just was all bad.
Shakur was shot 4 times after leaving the Mike Tyson boxing match in Las Vegas in a car driven by Marion Suge Knight, head of his label, Death Row Records.
So I jumped in my Hummer, and we drove to Vegas. Suge was at home. He was standing up, but he had like a patch up. His hair was wrapped up. And he came and explained to us as far as what had happened.
You can't have nobody sitting back, putting themselves in a situation, and you can't retaliate really because you're on a plane and you don't have no type of protection or weapons really to actually help you. So that escalated to where Snoop Dogg looked at Tupac some type of way because...
I'm kind of lost. I'm trying to see this dude. What's his name? Street Blogs TV. I don't get him. He be putting these videos up going viral, but that shit have nothing to do with what's going on. I have no clue what this dude is talking about. Like, he been doing this for years. This is crazy.
Because Snoop Dogg, he knew that Tupac was still under Suge Knight's wing. And everybody know for a fact, if you a fan of Tupac, man, drop the RP Tupac down in the comment section, man. They bogus for what they did. And I would like to say, if they end up catching more than one person for what happened to Tupac, that's going to be crazy because it took them so long to get Keefe D and to get the correct evidence to be able to convict that man because he did it.
Bro, how you know what Keefe D did? First of all, Keefe D, nobody knew Keefe D did nothing until he came out, studied talking and doing them interviews, putting himself, implicating himself into this whole Tupac situation. The Tupac situation had been dead until Keefe D started going on interviews, getting paid, running his mouth. He put the world on himself. I don't know what he did, but he put the world on himself. This don't have nothing to do with what this dude talking about right here.
He told them he passed the gun. He said that Von Zip took half the money for the hit. Now, keep in mind, they said that P. Diddy had something to do with it. He's supposed to gave $1 million or something, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know the details deeply about what P. Diddy supposedly had did, and P. Diddy locked up right now. So I don't know too much about that situation, but I do know that they keep saying now Snoop Dogg, he conspired to do something to Suge Knight. But keep in mind, Suge Knight is a part of Tupac. They came up together like this. Suge Knight used to be MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice, you feel me, mediator. He was in the middle of everything. He the one that went over there and told him to release all that stuff and stop making music. Like, dude, it's sad, man, because it shouldn't have took this long for them to find who actually did this to Tupac. I would like to say they set that man up. They set Tupac up, and they knew that if Tupac would have been in that driver's seat, of that BMW, he would have got up out of this situation, and this would have never came to the point where we 28 years later saying R.I.P. Tupac. He wasn't number 20-some years old. Now, regardless of how they look at it, when they do go to trial, they said that they're going to bring every potential witness to the stand that they need. They're going to get the security footage from the MGM. And keep in mind, right there on Koval, Flamingo, y'all already know it's cameras everywhere. Regardless of how they looked at it, they bogus for what they did to Tupac. And Tupac, he got a family too. Tupac, he got people that love him. He didn't want to get did like that, and it's wrong because one beef led to another one. Next thing you know, East Coast versus West Coast. At the end of the day, I want to know who rocking with Tupac. If you a fan of Tupac, drop the RIP Tupacs down in the comment section and hit the like button if you feel that they set him up all in one package because they knew exactly what they did. They thought they was going to get away with it. That was the thing. Whenever you think you're going to get away with something, it always come back on you tenfold. You can't put yourself in these situations thinking that it's going to be an easy escape. Tupac, he made a way for a lot of people, a lot of rappers, a lot of singers. Tupac, he was diverse. He could sing, he could rap, and he was a person who was funny. Tupac, he did what he did. You know, he pissed a lot of people off and made people mad, but according to the evidence, it goes to show that they looking at everybody who was in Tupac's corner to see why did this escalate to this? And this is why they broke down the full story of everything that went down, man. I want y'all to know, Gene Deal been saying for years that P. Diddy had something to do with what happened to Tupac. Nobody believed it. I don't know how true this is,